Honey, I'm home. Yes, my people, how you feeling? I come back. How was your Sunday? I hope it was good and restful. Mine was very interesting. You want me to share it with you? Let's go.
Yeah, pull up here now. Check it out. Look good so far.
Step 1, we're just looking at the outward appearance of the car to see if anything looks out of place. I'm looking at the door gaps. I notice that the wheels are not what came on this particular vehicle, but still fine. I'm looking at the finish to see if it's shiny and smooth. If they were dense, you would see it in the reflection. I'm looking at the door gaps to see if they're even all the way around the lights, all the way around the doors, all the way around the windows. I'm looking at the bumper gap to see if the bumper gap is perfect. Sometimes when they do bumper repairs, the gaps don't line up right. I'm just looking. The mirrors are there. I'm just looking. I saw on the roof that the clear coat is delaminating, separating, so that's gonna need some paint job. I noticed the paw prints of a critter there. That's fine. I noticed that it's been sitting for a long time, a lot of pine straw. Just looking, I noticed that the cover for the door handle was missing. That's expensive. Just looking. So now I'm looking at the interior. The interior was in great shape. That alone would make me, yeah, let's buy it. But if it's not running good, that interior will be parked in your driveway. Trust me, don't let that sway you. I'm looking. This piece right here belongs up front under the front bumper. What's it doing in the trunk? I'm just looking. This piece right here is not removable. I'm just looking. All of these little things add up to make what you bought a third in short order, if you know what I mean. I'm just looking. The key. Electrical tape holding it together. But it does a lot of twisting. It's a 06, so he said he had a replacement piece, so we work with that. Just looking. So now I'm going under the hood to see what's going on. The engine label right there on the front tells me what size engine it is. I'm not so familiar with this particular vehicle, so I've got to read. I'm just looking. Look at the front of the engine, see if it's wet with any kind of fluids or anything. I'm just looking. I noticed that it had a new belt tensioner. I'm just looking. Time to check the engine oil. I'm looking to see if the oil is creamy, if it's mixing with water, if it's too dark, like it's never been changed, or if it's brand new. If it's brand new, I'm suspicious. Why is the oil brand new? It's a used car. Aren't you using it? Now, I'm doing the same thing with the power steering fluid. See if it's creamy or if it's brand new or what. So, always pay attention to your fluids. Next, it's time to check the coolant. The condition of the coolant can say a lot about what's going on in the engine, and it's low. I can't see the level. I don't like that. Sounds good. The engine cranked up sounded strong, which indicates that the battery is in good shape. So I took a look at the coolant again now that the engine is running. I'm seeing if the fluid started to come up or if it started to puff or anything, but it didn't. I noticed that the level was on the side of the bottle, so maybe that's why I did not see the level all the way to the top. The brakes, he said he had done brakes, and I looked and the brake pads were thick, so that's fine. This is an air strut. This is air suspension, which means money. I'm looking at the undercarriage just to see if there was any off-roading done or anything got damaged. I noticed that the pan was dry under here, so that says I don't have any major engine leaks. Also, still looking at the frame rail for any damage or anything. CV boots look fine, not torn. I don't see any grease being sloshed around. The tie rod heads look good, and then also the lower control arms look good. Everything, you see, it has a uniform kind of dusty, rusty look, meaning that everything is just wearing. It's normal. That's what under the bottom of a car looks like. Lie down board. You see how handy that comes in? Can't afford to mess up my designer sweater. Coming to a store near you. Now, back to the program. Under here, still rusty. CV boot looks good, but the rust is concerning because when it's time to work on this thing, it's going to be a headache removing these bolts. Trust me, the brake hoses look good, no brake fluid leaks, and the hose is not frayed or anything, so that's good. Control arm look good as well. Everything look under here solid except the tires. You're gonna need 4 tires. Factor that into your negotiation price because they're gonna cost. This is a suspension strut for the rear, and when you hear ear, think dollar signs, think money. This is a transfer case under the bottom of the car. This gives you 4-wheel drive. This is the drive shaft. It should look like that. It's rusty. It's in the elements, so don't be surprised. So now it's time to go inside, see what's going on in the computer. Check engine light is on. This light is on too, but as I said, it look expensive, so we're checking the codes. Listen, let me tell you, never expected this many codes in there. Almost every single computer that this vehicle has had a code. Let's take it for a test drive and see.
If you listen.
You hear that sound? That there's a bearing or something going on in the transfer case. That's yo, this thing needs some TLC, something fierce.
Well, I'm sure she needs a good lube job and greasing up everywhere.
Nah, there's there's some bad bearing or something in that transfer case. Hear it?
I think that's part of whatever's going on up in there.
Oh, with the steering.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Let I tell you. Man.
Need some work. Boy. Yo, the thing that about 2,000 coordinate. Never do Land Rover still, cause me say, yo, can't deal with the headache. Boy. No, sir. We might have to let this one go. I don't know.
Yeah, my people, it's a no. It's a hard no for me because that the things that, in Jamaican term, that the thing that take more work than what John Reed bought. Have a nice day. Bless.